What up? If you're catching my replay, thank you. Feel free to share this with anybody that you think might need some tips on grocery shopping for bread. Welcome to my scope. My name's MeghanEggleston. Hey Lisa, hey Teresa, hey Lindsay. Okay guys, so what I'm doing today is I'm hitting the grocery store after church and I am looking for bread. We need bread. We get a lot of bread. If you're gluten-free, then this scope isn't for you. But we are going to talk about the healthiest choice for bread. Here's my disclaimer. The healthiest choice is obviously to make your own bread from home from scratch with whole wheat, blah, 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 right? That's not going to happen in my home. I'd love to say that it would. Like, for example, look at this. Almond milk. But, and it'd be so much better if I could make my own almond milk. And I can. I have a lovely Vitamix, but it's just not going to happen. My disclaimer with this stuff is you make the best decisions you can with the time you have, with the resources you have, with the income you have, you know, and so none of this is meant to be like the end all be all. You make the best healthy living choices day to day. You know, I eat crap sometimes, but so I'm just trying to help you because sometimes people just don't know these things. So it gets confusing with bread, especially with whole grains. We hear whole grain is best, 100% whole wheat, multigrain, blah, blah, blah. There's so many different things. So here's the thing to know about wheat bread. We know that it's best to eat whole wheat, correct? I mean, I think that's pretty much understood at this point that white bread is stripped of all the best parts of the grain. So it takes away like the bran and the germ, I'm not sure, but it takes away like the healthy parts. But it makes it for a soft, tasty bread. We all know it. We've all bitten into a nice white roll and enjoyed every moment of that, you know, doughy pleasure. But so we know that it strips it of all its, you know, healthy goodness. So we know that whole wheat is desired. So here's the thing. Something really has to say 100% whole wheat for it to really be whole wheat. Because you'll see, I'll show you. Sorry. So you'll see right here we have like a honey wheat, right? That sounds, oh, honey's good for you, wheat's good for you. Let's go there. Well, let's take a look at the ingredients. Unbleached enriched flour. So here's something to know about the enriched flour is they do strip it and then they enrich it with, you know, they put some minerals in it and stuff like that. So this would be kind of like a second choice. This is more desirable. It's like 100% whole wheat. And I like that this one has no, you know, no high fructose corn syrup. But look at these claims and take them for what they're worth. It's really turning the thing around and look in here, because this is where this is where you're gonna get this. So look at this, stone ground whole wheat flour. That's the first ingredient, and that's the difference. It's not enriched. It's good old-fashioned whole wheat, and it's 100% whole wheat. Sure, there's brown sugar. You know, you got some soybean oil, some preservative type things. Those keep, you know, soy lecithin. Those things keep it on the shelf longer. That's why I said, sure, it's best to make your own bread, but you know, not many people that I know are in a position to do that on a regular basis. So, you know, you make the best choices with what you got. Honey, 7 grain, that sounds delicious, right? That sounds like it's super healthy. Well, let's see. I don't know. You know, you really got to take a look. Again, we have some enriched flour. Whole wheat's in there, good. But it says enriched. Honey oat. Bottom line is it has to say 100% whole wheat on it before I'm going to look at it. Let's look at some other choices. I think the people at Publix already think I'm crazy. This is the 4th or 5th scope I've done in Publix. What do we got? There's some great ones. Like, I love these pepper jackets. They really make it look so desirable, don't they? 15 grain. That sounds, you know, you would think, oh, it's all got all kinds of grains. They're probably really good for me. Ancient grain. Maybe it is. I don't know. I think you have to take a look and just not assume. You know, let's see, we got whole wheat flour, wheat, gluten, sugar, yeast, spice. You know, this looks like it actually is pretty decent compared to some of the others. But the point is, you really got to check out the back and make sure that it is 100% whole wheat before you can assume that it's wheat. Multigrain and wheat, when it just says that, it's pretty much, that means it's in there, that means the wheat's in there somewhere, but they're putting other, you know, the stripped, less healthy flour in the bread. So I hope that helps you when you're going to select, you know, select your own bread, to really look for something that says 100% whole wheat if you want to pick the healthiest choice. Hey, I know, like, I like to have my you know, I make some decisions that aren't the best for the, you know, just for the enjoyment of eating. But sometimes it's just, you know, we're not informed. So I hope that helps. Again, I'm Megan Eggleston. If you don't know me, I'm a fitness and health coach online, and mom of 3 and entrepreneur, and I like to help people live their healthiest, most fulfilling lives. If you think this is helpful for any of your friends, please share this with them. Thanks for the hearts, and thank you for catching my scope. I'm gonna finish up my grocery shopping. Have a great Sunday. Maybe.